Last year, our 24-hour hotline received 123,000 calls.
1 in 4 women will experience domestic violence in their lifetime.
More than half of Safe Horizons domestic violence shelters residents are children.
You know, I always believed that you don't allow anyone in your relationship, whatever. You know, I didn't deem it as domestic violence until October 19th, 2010. That other stuff, it was just, oh, that's just the way it is. I mean, you know, you call me a piece of shit, of garbage, nothing. That's just, you know, it's just part of the relationship.
One of the craziest things about domestic violence is that people look at victims and say, how can they allow it? How can you let someone hit you? How can you let someone do those things to you? And what they don't understand is that there aren't options for everybody, and there's something that continues to tie that person to that situation.
In fact, what survivors experience is that the violence often escalates at the point that they decide to or move to end the relationship. And so that can be absolutely the most dangerous time.
That particular day, October 19th, I came home with my children, and my ex came and stood, you know, in the doorway and was like, "Where the hell were you?" So immediately my head whipped around. Only thing I was doing was covering as best as I could. You know, tried to cushion the blows somewhat. But I mean, literally, this beat me like I was a 400-pound man. My oldest daughter ran and got a broom and started hitting my ex. "Don't do that to my mommy, don't do that to my mommy." And so what made me stop even protecting myself was when my oldest daughter ran in her bedroom, and I ran after her. And I just held her and I apologized. Little mine, not really understanding. You know, when two people who love each other, and now it's come to this. And you walk out of the house with nothing. You know, clothes on your back, a few things in a garbage bag. Now, I have to look at my children, who was there during the beating. So, yeah, hello, Safe Horizon, I need help.
This person took a chance and came to Safe Horizon. They came to the Brooklyn Community Program. We're sort of helping this client sort of undo some of the things that's been embedded in them by their abuser. Nobody's gonna want you. You can't do this. You can't make decisions. Who's gonna respect you?
You don't know what you really need, but you do know what you're feeling. And she was that person that was always there. No matter what time I called her, she made herself available to me.
This is a partnership. You know, this person can educate me on their experience. I am the holder of information that might be critical to the decisions that ultimately they will make.
She laid everything out for me. You have this option, you can do this.
What were her rights? What were the rights of her children?
I was introduced to Safe Horizon via my boss, Jeff Brodsky, and we took a road trip one day to one of the sites.
I got in a car and I didn't know where I was going. And I actually didn't even understand why I couldn't know where I was going. And people think about shelters, they think about a big room with beds in it. That's not what Safe Horizon shelters are like. Inside those walls, there was a place for the children to be children. There was a place for the youngest children to be cared for so that their parents or their moms could develop skills they would need to get back into the workforce.
We did Christmas and holiday events where we were working with the children in terms of arts and crafts. We did resume writing workshops. We have March Madness and raise funds.
The reason I agreed to be honored tonight is because it gave me an opportunity to reach out to lots of people who don't understand what Safe Horizon is and the lives it touches.
We want to thank Safe Horizon for being that place that literally massaged us back to a very, very healthy, very good, very loving and receiving place again.